Marshall, please. Four-wheel drive expert drivers. I need you guys on the track to corner marshal, please. It's going to be Isagulian, Brown, Rickerson, Olander, Valenci.
Robert Olander.
That is my 5-car dance. Again, drivers from race number 14. I know I had one of my four-wheel drive drivers take off.
Daniel Isaac Hellion.
So I need Canfield, Hastings, Stacker, Sora, Dodge, Lynn. Need you guys on the track to corner marshal. I do need two volunteer corner marshals. Race number 2 is going to be my 17.5 expert B main event. With that, no more laps. Line up the cars. Marshals to your spots, please.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
I am going to be looking for two volunteer corner marshals. I need somebody on 0 and somebody on 8. Two volunteer corner marshals to help me out.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh, there's Mike. Mike, you want to grab 0 for me? Grazie, prego. And if you would, Dave, that would be amazing. All right. Drivers, y'all know the routine. Take the top 2, going to be bumping into that. B-man event, drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys are going at the sound. OD tone, let's keep.
Less than 5.
Love the anticipation. The nerves. All right, let's have a little fun, guys. Let's make our passes clean. Drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys are going. Sound of the tone. All right, we are locked and loaded with our 21.5 lock timing C-main event. Your pole sitter going to be leading us out. That is Isagulian. Brown in the 2. Olander going to be finding his way up into the top 4. In the 2 is going to be Valenci. Rolling with a race number 1, race number 2. 17.5 expert B main event. That is Clenshaw, Clark, C. Willoughby. Marshall in the pitcher's mound. It is clear. Thank you, Mr. Mock. We are 1:30 in, 3:30 to go. It is Rich Brown leading us out. Daniel Isagulian in the 2, first and second, working their way through the slant straightaways. Rickerson into 3, Valenci in the 4. Rickerson puts it upside down. Valenci not going to find his way into the top 3. Working through the back, double by the timing and scoring scoreboard. Race number 2, 17.5 expert two-wheel drive. Watch the back triple, And something goes awry with Rickerson. Looks like he loses power or steering. Just go and set it down, Aiden. Rough bit of luck for Joe. So now Rich Brown going to be leading us out. He's got a rear view mirror of Isagulian. Remember, drivers, as you are racing, top 2 going to find their way into the next higher main. If you were not going to be wanting to run in the next higher main, you need to let me know. If not, you will automatically be grouped into the next higher main. So right now, Rich Brown leading us out. Isagulian in the 2. I am going to need about 4 volunteer corner marshals after this race. 4 volunteer corner marshals after this race. It is Rich Brown on top. Isagulian, now Isagulian taking to the top spot, rocking the black with the yellow windows. Rich Brown rolling with the all orange. Off the end of the straightaway, they go first and second. Olander and Valenci going at it for third and fourth. Coming to the backside triple, Brown hooks up a pipe, keeps it rubber side down. No harm, no foul. Watch out front. Thank you, Dave. Race number 2, Two-wheel drive, expert stock. Coming up at you next, that is Clenshaw, Clark, C. Willoughby. You are up next. Isagulian and Brown working through the slant straightaways. Coming to the backside triple. Double single action out of your top two front runners. They're working. Coming up on Olander and Valencia. Olander now going to find his way up into the top three. He puts it sideways. Valencia trying to give chase. First and second off the end of the straightaway through the features off the oval. With 3:45 in, 1:15 to go. Brown goes single. Probably caught the jump in the middle of his bifocal on that one. Isagulian gets it sideways. Brown and Isagulian bumping and banging and a bumping. Olander now going to be sitting in the top three. Watch off the end of the back triple. Thank you, Brooks. Isagulian by timing and scoring. Brown by timing and scoring. Race number 2. Two-wheel drive expert stock. You are up next. Two-wheel expert stock. Marshall out front, please. Thank you, Jace. With under 40 to go, drivers under 40 to go. Watch off the end of the straightaway with under 20 to go, drivers under 20 to go. That is going to be time on the master clock. Keep him rolling. Isagulian taking the win. Rich Brown in the top two. You guys are bumping into that B-man event. Everyone will be done as you cross our finish line. Waiting on one. I'm waiting on one, and that is a race. I'll stop. Marshall, going to grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Race number 1 in the books. Race number 2, 17.5 expert. Two-wheel drive stock. You are going to be up next. Kyle Penley. You want to let Willoughby know that he is up next? Right now, actually. Grazie, prego. Drivers from race number 1, turn them off, put them down. I am going to be looking for 4 volunteer quarter marshals to help me out with race number 2. 4 volunteer quarter marshals to help me out race number 2. Race number 3, 17.5 lock timing, B-man event. You guys are going to be up next. All right, I got my marshalling spots covered. Let's go ahead and roll them out. Check.
Justin Clark. Niels Klenchich.
Roll them out. Check them in, guys. It's going to be Nils Clenshaw on the pole, Justin Clark on the 2, Caden C on the 3, and Hoppin' Matthew Willoughby on the top 4. Clenshaw last one by. And with that, we'll go and get our cars lined up. I got a clear check out of everyone. Thank you to my volunteers for hopping out there. Is Willoughby going to make this? Fabulous. That's what I like to see.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Will be channeling his inner aircraft prowess with his stick radio right now. Top 2, going to find your way into that A-main event. Clenshaw on the pole, Clark in the 2, C in the 3,
45
Willoughby
seconds
in
to
the
the start
4.
of the race.
Let me take a lap. Yeah, I know, you're a certified trained professional. All right, marshals, let's keep an eye on our areas. Drivers ready, marshals ready.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Sound of the tone. And we're off and running with our 17.5 expert B-man event. Could have run all of you together, but why not?
Matthew Willoughby.
So leading us out early on is going to be Caden C, Justin Clark, Nils Clenshaw, Matt Willoughby. Going to be your top 4 front runners with 35 seconds in, 4:30 to go. Watch on the backside, it is clear. Race number 3, 17.5 block timing, B main event. You guys can be up next. I will need 4 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with that race. 4 volunteer marshals. See, getting it wrong. Clark and Willoughby not close enough to capitalize. Clenshaw on the outside looking in. So first, second, third, fourth, all working through the slant straightaways. Willoughby set his sights on Clark. Clark pushing it wide. Willoughby to the inside. By the way, did I mention to say I think you guys are bumping 3 in this race? Could be wrong. I have to look and see what I set you guys up for. Yeah. I'm going to throw 17.5 expert a bone today. We're going to have an 11-car A main event because we can. So top 3 are going to find their way into that A main event right now. Caden C, the newest addition to the Hobby Action family, off in the front straightaway. Willoughby in the 2, Justin Clark in the 3, Nils, we're rounding out my top 4. Everybody nice, good gapping. Looking to make some moves with 2:15 in, 2:45 to go. And I'm going to be looking for 4 volunteer corner marshals after this race. Volunteer corner marshals after this race. I got a 10-car, 17.5 block timing B main event coming up at you next. That'll be Borden, Goss, Russell, Rosen, Deasy, Hastings, Penley, Crawford, Card will be your running order. Caden C leading out. All white TZO Associated B7 off the end of this front straightaway in front of the driver's stand. Matthew Willoughby rocking his signature one-color wonder. All pink with the JC spoked wheels. Probably throwaway takeoffs from oval. Justin Clark in the 3-spot Clenshaw going to be rounding out my top 4. Race number 3. You guys are going to be up next. Race number 3, you guys are going to be up next. Watch out front. Watch it out front. Thank you, Mr. Carey. Appreciate that. With a minute 40 to go, drivers, a minute 40 to go. Now Clark finding his way up into the top 2. Willoughby going to be dropping it to the 3. Clenshaw still within striking distance. Watch on the back triple, watch on the back triple. Willoughby gets it wrong. Clenshaw now up into the top 3 with 4 minutes in, 1 to go. Willoughby over the top on Clenshaw. It is Caden C trying to keep his nose clean, working his way through the backside double. Clark into 2, Willoughby and Clenshaw going at it for 3 and 4 with 45 seconds to go. Race number 3, 17.5 lock timing, B main event. You kids are going to be up next. Again, I'm going to need 4 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 3. 4 volunteer corner marshals now, race number 3. Watch out behind you there, Mr. Carey. With under 20 to go, C puts it upside down. Nobody around him to challenge. But second, third, and fourth off the end of the straightaway. Clenshaw can see it. He wants it. And then Clark gets it wrong in the center. Clenshaw looking to the inside with less than 5. He puts it upside down. Clenshaw in that final transfer spot. Willoughby through the back triple. Time has expired on the master clock. Everyone is going to be done when you cross our finish line. Willoughby going to find his way into the top 2. Clark, going to be the bridesmaid. Clenshaw going to find his way into that A main event. Caden C going to take the win, and that is a race. I'll stop Marshall's grab your blowers. Caden C, Matthew Willoughby, and Nils Crenshaw. You guys are in the 17.5 Expert A main event. That'll be race number 10. Again, I'm going to be looking for 4 volunteer quarter marshals to help me out with 17.5 lock timing B main event. It might be vodka. You never know. I am not that cool. And again, drivers, when I have the blowers on the track, let's hold our cars. I give you guys plenty of time to set your cars in. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Again, I am looking for Mr. Lean. You going to be helping out right there? Dave, you helping me out right there? Awesome. I need a volunteer marshal on cone number 1. Let's go and roll them out. Check them in, guys. Roll them out. Check them in.
Brian Russell, Mike Hastings, Ronnie Goss, Bill Borden, Dave Rosen, Kyle Pendley, Austin Card, Drake Deasy.
We'll give you a reprieve. All right, this is your 17.5 lock timing B main event. Slow in the back triple, slow in the back triple, slow in the back triple. It's going to be Phil Borden on the 1, Ronnie Goss on the 2, Brian Russell
1 minute
on
to the start of the race.
The 3, Dave Rosen on the 4, Drake Deasy on the 5, Mike Hastings on the 6, Kyle Pendley on the 7, Alan Crawford on the 8, Austin Card on the 9. With that being said,
Alan Crawford, 45 seconds to the
no
start
more
of the race.
laps. You guys can line up the cars.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
Again, it's Borden on the 1, Goss on the 2, Russell on the 3, Rosen
15 seconds to the start of
on
the
the
race.
4, Deasy on the 5, Hastings on the 6, Pendley on the 7, Crawford on the 8, Card on the 9. All right, top 2.
Less than 5.
Jockeying for final transfer spots into that A main event, unless I deem to go 3. So let's have some good, clean battles, gentlemen. Let's make our passes clean. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Y'all know the routine. It's the sound of the tone. They're off and running. Borden leading us out. Russell gets into your second place car. Then Rosen puts it upside down on his own volition. Watching center, watching center, watching center. It's a jockey of cars going through the back section. Let's clean it up, guys. Nicely done. All right, so out front early on is going to be Ronnie Goss. Russell in the 2, Borden in the 3, Pendley in the 4, Hastings in the 5, Deasy, Rosen, Crawford, and Card. Watch out in the straightaway, Marshall out front. Thank you, Nils. Appreciate that. With 30 seconds in, 4:30 to go. Race number 4, who dat? That's going to be my 21.5, a lock timing B main event. You kids are going to be up next. Goss, Russell, Pendley, Borden, Hastings, Rosen. Rosen puts upside down in the pitcher's mound. Crawford puts upside down in the pitcher's mound. Pitcher's mound, a make or break section on this track alongside with the backside triple. So right now leading us out, rocking the all black wheels. He must be part of a gang, as a friend of mine used to say. That is Ronnie Goss. In that 2 spot going to be Brian Russell rocking the orange, red, and white. Into 3 will be Kyle Pendley, rolling with the fluorescent orange, silver, and blue. By the way, not that I need to reiterate it, but Kyle, Cody out-qualified you today. 140 in, 320 to go. Watch back triple, guys. It is clear. It is Goss leading out. Brian Russell in the 2, Kyle Pendley in the 3 spot. Always nice to see everyone coming out having a fun time today. Again, sincerely hope you all are having a fun time. If you're not having a fun time, you can always come up and let me know what you might feel that might make your experience better. What was that? Yeah, taken under advisement. Cool. You can come on up and announce and race direct anytime. Pretty sure the lap times are kind of consistent of where they've been for a very long time now. So, but again, we have a resurface going on June 5th. So hopefully that'll put everyone's anxieties to shame. But who knows? 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. It is Russell, Goss, and Penley leading out. And when I say you guys can let me know about what would make your experience better, shouting it out from the pits to where I really can't hear it doesn't really do anything. So if you want to legitimately talk to me, you can walk up to the announcer's booth, and I'll be more than happy to listen to you. So, 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. Russell leading out, Goss in the 2, Borden in the 3, Penley in the 4, Hastings, Rosen, Deasy, Crawford, and Card. Help them out. Again, when you are marshaling a car, remember, you want to marshal the car like you would like to be marshaled. Ronnie Goss leading out, Brian Russell in that 2 spot. Phil Borden into 3, Kyle Penley in the 4. Race number 4. 21.5 lock timing, watching the pitcher's mound, Thank you, Justin. It is clear. Watch coming in front of timing and scoring. It is clear. Watch backside triple, guys. Watch backside triple. Thank you, Caden. With 4 minutes in, 1 to go. 4 minutes in, 1 to go. It is Russell leading out. Goss in the 2. Borden in the 3. Penley in the 4. Hastings in the 5. Rosen, Crawford, Deasy, Card. Gonna be your running order with under 40 to go. Race number 4, 21.5 lock timing. B-main event. You kids are gonna be up next. Thank you, Mr. Mock. Appreciate that. Watch backside double, watch backside double. Backside double is clear. With under 20 to go, drivers, under 20 to go. Less than 15, drivers, less than 15. Russell leading out, Goss in that 2 spot. Borden into 3, watching center, guys, watching center. Thank you, Justin. Watching the pitcher's mound. Less than 5, everyone starting to finish out their last laps, and that is going to be time on the master clock. Mike Hastings got you at the line in the top 5. You are done. And Austin Card in the 9 spot. You are done. Rosen, you are done. Deasy, you are done. Waiting on everyone else watching in the pitcher's mound. And Marshall in the pitcher's mound. Waiting on a couple. Brian Russell, you are done. Ronnie Goss, you are done. Phil Borden, you are done. Waiting on Pendley. And that is a race. Again, we want to watch going backwards on the front straightaway when cars are still finishing out. Right, Dave? Brian Russell, Ronnie Goss, and Phil Borden. You guys are going into the 17.5 lock timing A main event. We're going to do an 11-car A main today because I can. Race number 4. You are up next. 21 B main event. Kind of see where I'm going with this. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Don't believe I've got anybody going back to back other than Kyle. So let's get our marshals on the track, please. Let's go and roll them out. Check them in. Roll them out. Check them in. It's Kenny Reck on the pole. Kyle Penley on the 2.
Mike the Cock.
Mike the Cock on the 3. Marvin Elkin on the 4. Phil Rowan on the 5. Cody Penley on the 6. Chris Byers on the 7. Aiden Lynn on the 8. Daniel Isagulian on the 9. Rich Brown on the 10. I got Deasy there, Mock there, Card there, Borden there. Watch the backside triple, guys. It is clear. With that being said, no more laps. No more laps. I need one volunteer corner marshal on cone number 1. One volunteer corner marshal on cone number 1, please. One volunteer corner marshal on cone number 1, please.
1 minute to the start of the race.
One volunteer corner marshal. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate the assist, like always. Volunteer marshals, appreciate all of the assists out there. 21.5 lock timing B main event.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
I believe Pendley. Wah, wah, wah. So you know what that means.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Cody's taking the bragging rights for the week. Sorry about your luck. All right, y'all know the routine. Let's have a little fun. Drivers ready, marshals ready. B main. You guys are going
15
in
seconds
sound
to
of
the start of the race.
Kenny Reck shooting out of the can and leading us out. Everyone else, second, third, fourth, fifth, down the front straightaway they go. That is going to be Cody, Phil, Lynn, Byers. Watch on the back triple, watch on the back triple, watch out Mr. Mock. Nicely done, like a little bit of a ninja. It's going to be Kenny Reck leading out. Rowan in the 2. Looks like Lynn in the 3, Byers in the 4. Pendley in the 5, Brown, Elkin, East Segulian, and everybody's favorite announcer's name, DeCock. Rounding out my top 9. Right now, Kenny Reck gone. Unless he goes tripod on me, he's got this one in the bag. Then you got a battle going on between Lynn and Byers. Down that front straightaway they go with Rowan in tow. Oh, Byers puts it upside down. Noya right there to get him. That's going to put Rowan knocking on his back door. Race number 5, Novice A main event. Novice A main event, you are up next. Novice A main event, you are up next. It is Kenny Reck leading out. Aiden Lynn down the front straightaway he goes. Byers and Rowan down the front straightaway. That'll be battle for 3rd and 4th. Pendley in the 5, Elkin in the 6, DeCock in the 7, Eastegulian in the 8. Now Eastegulian dropping it to the 9 with 2:30 in, 2:30 to go. Race number 5, Novice A main event. You are going to be next. That's Carey, Ash, Royal, Olander, Mock, Dodge, and Atkins. You kids are up next. Watch on the back double, watch on the back double. Reck getting it wrong. Here comes Byers and Rowan. Rowan hooks up a pipe. So now 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Working through the back triple they go. Byers looking to the inside. They bump, they rub, they rub, they bump. Byers now going to find his way up on top. Reck going to drop it to the 2. Rowan looking to the inside with 3 minutes in. 2 to go. Reck gets it wrong at the end of the straightaway. Rowan back to the inside. So now Aiden Lynn out of nowhere. Your 8 qualifier sitting in the top spot. Chris Byers in the 2. Reck going to be in the 3. Rowan in the 4. Pendley in the 5. Now Pendley puts it upside down. Elkin now going to find a spot up on Pendley with Brown setting his sights on Pendley. Down the front straightaway they go with 3:45 in, 1:15 to go. It is Aiden Lynn leading out, trying to punch his dance card into that A main event. Byers in the 2. Rec and Rowan going at it for 3 and 4. Through the pitcher's mound they go. Nicely done, Zach. Lynn hooks up a pipe, gets it sideways. Here comes Byers. And then Rec and Rowan off the end of the straightaway with under 50 to go. Race number 5, novice, A main event. You are going to be up now. Oh, Byers does the front endo stoppy. Isagulian, that is the leader working with you. Please hold your line. So Aiden Lynn leading out. Chris Byers in the 2, Kenny Rec in the 3, Rowan in the 4 with under 30 to go. Drivers under 30 to go. Rec getting it sideways. Rowan looks to the inside and then tries to go around the outside. Watch out in the straightaway, and then Rec hooks up a pipe. Ugh. And then Rowan gets it wrong, and here comes Pendley. So Pendley now going to battle out for the top 3 with less than 10. Your leader down the front straightaway. Second coming in from the timing scoring, Rowan. That is going to be time. Finish lap you are on. Chris Byers, you are done. Rowan, you are done. Pendley, you are done. Brown going to find his way up into the top 5. Rec, you are done. Elkin, you are done. Waiting on Lynn and DeCock and Isagulian. Waiting on 2. Waiting on 2. Aiden Lynn, Chris Byers, and Phil Rowan. Phil, are you going to hang out for the A main? Phil Rowan. Phil Rowan. Are you going to hang out for the A main? Phil Rowan. Phil Rowan. Are you going to hang out? No. All right. So with that, Cody Pendley, you found your way into the A main. We're going to do an 11-car 21.5 A main. So it is Lynn, Byers, and Pendley bumping into that A main. Marshall's 2-year spots. Race number 5, novice A main event. You guys are up next. So, Cody, the least you can do for Kyle to drown his sorrows is buy him dinner. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Marshals to your spots, please. I should not be looking for any volunteers. None of you guys are running novice, so need you guys back on the track. Race number 5. You can roll them out, check them in. It is Nate Carey on the pole,
Carey
and
Royal.
Ash on the 2.
Elena Ash.
Kerry Royal
Robert
on the
Olander.
3. Olander
Ally
on the
Dodge.
4.
Robert
Mock
Mock.
on the 5.
Ashley
Dodge
Atkins.
on the 6.
Nate
Atkins
Carey.
on the 7. This is our novice A main event, race number 5, race number 6. 14 scale minis. You are going to be up next. All right, with that being said, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. We're going to
1
get our
minute to the start of the
cars
race.
lined up. Going to get our cars lined up. Again, Nate Carey on the pole, Anna Ash on the 2, Kerry Royale on the 3, Olander on the 4, Mock on the 5, Dodge on the 6, Atkins on the 7.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
We'll need a couple volunteer marshals after this race, quite possible. A couple volunteer marshals. Race number 6 is our Mini Grom A main. 14 scale drivers. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Fabulous. Let's have a little fun. Novice drivers, let's keep it clean. Drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys are going. Sound of the tune. Matt, will you be able to call Mod? Cool. That's a good question. I'm really not paying attention because I just really don't fucking care. Race number 12. Okay. Am I 11? All right, we're rolling with a race number 5. Our leader going to be Nate Carey leading us out, rocking the blue and fluorescent orange. Elena Ash with the purple short course in the 2. Watch the back triple, watch the back triple. Watch the back triple. Thank you, Kenny. Watch coming down the front straightaway. You're good, Mr. Olander. Thank you very much. Carey Royale moving into the top 3. Mock in the 4. Olander in the 5. Atkins and Dodge. We were rounding out. Oh, rough bit of luck for Ashley. She's got something go wrong with the car. Oh. Leader on deck is going to be Nate Carey, working his way through the backside double. Elena Ash in that 2 spot. Mock and Royal going at it with watching center, watching center, watching center. Thank you, Aiden. Appreciate that. 150 in, 310 to go. Watch on the backside double. Novice drivers, let's keep it clean. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. Race number 6. Mini 14 scale. You guys are up next. Mini 14 scale, you are up next. Nate Carey leading out. Marshall out front, please. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Nate Carey on top. Elena Ash in that 2 spot. Mock going to be in the top 3 with Olander in the 4. Royal going to be rounding out my top 5 with 2:30 in, 2:30 to go. Thank you, Kyle. Watching center. Thank you, Daniel. Drivers got 250 in, 210 to go. It is Nate Carey leading out. Elena Ash in the 2. Thank you, Chris. And again, we'll be looking for 1 volunteer quarter marshal after this race. 1 volunteer quarter marshal. Nate Carey leading out, 11 and a 5:06 in the works, 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. It is Carey, Ash, Olander, Mock, Royal, Dodge, and Atkins. Gonna be taking a knee early on. Race number 6. 14 scale minigram. You kids are going to be up next. 14 scale minigram. You guys are going to be up next. We are locked and loaded with our novice A main beginners of radio control car racers. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming out today. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. It is Nate Carey leading out. Elena Ash in the 2. Olander in the 3. Mock in the 4. And oh no, your leader breaks the front end. Penley looking at it intently. Elena Ash now going to be taking over that top spot. But then here comes Carey. Stout Marshall out of Penley, gets him back in the game. So first and second working in front of timing and scoring. They go. Carey back up on top. Ash in the 2. Olander, Mock, Royal, Dodge, Atkins going to be my top 7. Going to be looking for 1 volunteer quarter marshal after this race. 1 volunteer quarter marshal after this race. Race number 5 on track. Race number 6. 14 scale minigram. You kids are going to be up next. Watch in center, watch in center, watch in center. Thank you, Carey. Good job. And that is going to be time. You'll be done as you cross our finish line. Nate Carey, you are done. Elena Ash in the 2, you are done. Carey Royale, Allie Dodge, you are done. Waiting on 2. I'm waiting on 2. Once again, drivers, when I call you done, no more laps. Olander, you're done. Waiting on Mock, waiting on 1. I'm waiting on 1. And outgoing drivers, please make sure you turn them off, put them down, come on back out, find a marshalling spot. And that is a race. All stop. Taking the win, Nate Carey, Elena Ash in the 2, Olander in the 3. Race number 5 in the books. Race number 6. 14 scale minigram. You are going to be up next. I need 1 volunteer corner marshal. to help me out with race number 6. One volunteer marshal to help me out race number 6. Mr. DeCock, that blower sounds very anemic. So let's go ahead and swap out that battery, shall we? Marshals to your spots. Race number 6. You can roll them out and check
Sean
them
Horton.
in. Marshals to your spots,
Chris Byers.
please.
James McDonald.
Marshals
Michael
to your
Emersmith.
spots.
Ryder Puchowis. Tyler Jones.
All right, drivers from race number 5. Novice drivers, I need no more laps. No more laps. Byers last one by.
1 minute to the start
It
of the
is
race.
Sean Horton on the pole. McDonald on the 2. Tyler Jones on the 3. Byers on the 4. Pukowitz on the 5. And Rosewitz on the 6. And clear check out of everybody. Looking locked and
45
loaded for
seconds
race
to the
number
start of
6.
the race.
Our Minigrom A main event.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, drivers ready, marshals ready. Race number 6. You guys are going. Sound of the tune. And we're off and running with our Minigrom A main event. McDonald getting it upside down early on. Maybe a little bit of help on that one. Not quite sure. Race number 7. Short course stadium truck A main. You're coming up next. Tyler Jones leading us out. Pukowitz in the 2. McDonald in the 3. Byers in the 4. McDonald and Rosewitz going to round out my top 6. Oh boy. Watching the pitcher's mound. Watching the pitcher's mound. It is clear. Tyler Jones gets it wrong. Byers, McDonald. Watch front straightaway. Watch front straightaway. Watch front straightaway. It is clear. So it's going to be Byers, Horton, Jones, Pukowitz, McDonald. That's going to be your top 5 front runners, with Rosewitz rounding out my top 6. With a minute in. 4 to go. Thank you, Mr. Mock. Race number 7. Short course stadium truck coming up at you next. Short course stadium truck coming up at you next. Drivers, you got 2:15 in, 2:45 to go. Watch out behind you, Atlanta. Nice job. It is Chris Byers leading out. McDonald in the 2, Horton in the 3. Your leader looks to be Chris Byers. Coming by timing and scoring down the front straightaway. McDonald in the 2 with the all green. Now it's going to be Horton moving up into the top 2. McDonald in the 3. Jones in the 4. Pukowitz in the 5. So first, second, third, fourth. Working through the slant straightaways they go. With 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. Watch pitcher's mound. It is clear. Byers getting it wrong. Horton now going to find his way up into the top spot. Working in front of timing and scoring. Leader and second down the front straightaway coming up on and Rosewitz with McDonald in the 3. Pukowitz in the 4. Jones in the 5. 3 minutes in, 2 to go. 3 minutes in, 2 to go. You're watching race number 6, race number 7. Stadium Truck Short Course. You are going to be up next. I will need probably 2 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with the next race. 2 volunteer corner marshals help me out with the next race. So leader on deck is Sean Horton. Chris Byers in that 2 spot. Give and chase. McDonald rocking the all green in the 3. First, second, third. Through the straightaway they go. Em Rosewood's getting it wrong. Gets collected by McDonald. No harm, no foul. And then Horton gets it wrong. Byers over the top. First and second working in front of timing scoring. Down the front straightaway they go. McDonald now going to find his way up into the top 2. It is Horton, McDonald, Byers, and then Jones and Pukowitz going at it for 4 and 5 with under a minute to go, drivers. Under a minute to go. Under a minute to go. Watch out front. Thank you, Miss Atkins. Appreciate that. Good job. Horton, Byers, and McDonald. First, second, third. Down the front straightaway. They're so close. You can put a Snuggie on them and call them cousins. Through the center section, Horton gets it wrong. McDonald looks to the inside. And then Horton goes for a rough and tumble. You gotta wait, and go. Byers back up on top. He gets it wrong in the back triple. Horton regains that top spot with under 15 to go. McDonald in the 3. Jones in the 4. Less than 10, drivers, less than 10. Race number 7, Short Course Stadium Truck. You are up next. Thank you, Kenny. That is going to be time on the master clock. Tyler, you are done. Ryder, you are done. Waiting on everyone else as you cross start finish line. Watch front straightaway inside on the front straightaway. Thank you, Mr. Olander. Mike, you are done. Waiting on 3, Horton and Byers. Down the front straightaway. That is waiting on 1. A race. I'll stop. Marshals grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Going to be looking for 2 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 7. 2 volunteer marshals help me out race number 7.
Benji Tolbert.
Drivers from race number 6. Need you guys back on the track, please. And 2 volunteer marshals. Drivers from race 6 on the track. And 2 volunteer corner marshals, please. Marshals to your spots, please.
Justin Clark. One minute to the start of the race.
Oh, that's right, the blowers are down. Let's go and roll them out, check them in, guys.
Brian Russell. Bob Goodwin. Brandon Boise.
It's Boise on the pole, Russell on the 2, Clark on the 3, Goodwill on the 4, Tolbert on the 5.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Thank you to my volunteer marshals. Race number 7 on track, race number 8. Vintage, you are up next. Vintage, you are up next. We'll need
30 seconds to the start of the race.
probably 3 volunteer corner marshals. Then we out with the next race. 3 volunteer marshals. Boise last one by start finish line. With that, no more laps.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
All right, Stadium Truck Short Course. Y'all know the routine. Have a little fun. Sound of the tone. Here, pole sitter leading us out. Russell in the 2. Goodwill looking around the outside. To the center double they go. Backside double by timing scoring scoreboard. Goodwill gets into the front side of Russell. Looks to the inside, picks up the spot. Tolbert gonna slide around the outside into the top 2. And then Foisey gets it wrong. He's gonna drop to the top 4. So it is Tolbert, Goodwill, Clark, Foisey, Russell. Race number 8, Vintage, coming up at you next. Marshals are doing their best to get to the cars, gentlemen. You can yell at them after you get done racing. Justin Clark leading us out. Tolbert in the 2. Looks like Goodwill in the 3, Foisey in the 4, Russell in the 5. Battle going on for 3rd and 4th between Goodwill and Foisey. Working through the bag, double section they go. Race number 7 on track. Foisey gets it wrong. Russell going to pick up a spot into the top 4 now. I will need about 3 volunteer quarter marshals at least after this race. Up next is my Vintage. Division. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming out today. I sincerely hope you all are having a fun time. If not, well, sorry about that. Try to make it fun for you. You can always come on up and talk to me on the announcer's booth. I'll take your concerns. 2:15 in, 2:45 to go. Justin Clark leading out. Tolbert in the 2. Goodwill in the 3. Right now, Justin Clark leading out with the orange and white. To the slant, straight away he goes. Benji Tolbert got it going on. Had some rough qualifying. And then Clark gets it wrong in the center. Mock right there to get him. Here comes Tolbert. Going to challenge out for that top spot. Tolbert looking high, looking low. Goodwill in the top 3. Russell in the 4. Foisey in the 5. 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. Race number 8, Vintage coming up at you next. Vintage coming up at you next. Watch on the backside triple. It is clear. Keyshawn. Foisey now going to pick up a spot out of Russell. Tolbert all over the back door of Clark like white on rice. Working through the backside double. Coming into the slant straightaways. Clark bobbing and weaving and a bobbing. Tolbert puts it up on 2 wheels, Bo Luke style, with 3:30, and he gets it wrong in the back triple. Horton right there to get him. Goodwill in the top 3, Foisey in the 4. With a minute 30 to go, drivers, a minute 30 to go. Clark now going to gap out by about a straightaway on Tolbert. He puts upside down, and here comes Goodwill. Now battle royale going on for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th through the backside double. Tolbert hooks up a pipe. Goodwill now going to find his way back up into the 2. Tolbert going to drop it to the 3. And here comes Foisey now, looking round the outside like a record, baby. Picks up the top 3. Tolbert going to drop it to the 4. Clark keeping his nose clean. And then he hooks a pipe. Goodwill, Foisey, and Tolbert all working through the center section of the track they go with under 1 minute. Race number 8. Vintage coming up at you next. Vintage coming up at you next. We'll need about 3 to 4 volunteer corner marshals to help me out. Race number 8. And Goodwill goes tripod and not in the good way on me. Rough bit of luck for Bob. I don't know if he lost an axle or what happened, but he was running in the top 2. That's going to drop him down. So now it is Clark leading out. Tolbert in the 2, Foisey in the 3. With under 15 to go. Tolbert gets it wrong on the back triple. Foisey to the inside with less than 10. So it's going to be a run to the line. Who's got it? Who wants it? Less than 5. They should get by for another. Foisey comes in hot off the end of the straightaway. Russell got you at the line. You are done. Tolbert gets it wrong. Foisey going to gap out a little bit on Tolbert. Everyone will be done as you cross our finish line. Justin Clark should be taking the win, but all eyes on Foisey and Tolbert going at it for second and third. Come by timing and scoring down the front straightaway. They're going to go. That is a race. All stop. Marshall, grab your blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Race number 8. Vintage coming up at you next. Vintage coming up at you next. Drivers race number 7. Turn them off, put them down. Need you guys back on the track, and I will need at least 3 to 4 volunteer corner marshals to help me out. All right, drivers from race number 7, need you guys back on the track, please. Drivers from race 7, need you guys back on the track, please. Race number 8, you can roll them out. Check them in. Marshals to your spots. Dave Deline on the pole. Foisey on the 2. DeCock on the 3. Byers on the 4. Elena Ash. I'm going to round out my top 5.
Elena Ash.
Watch on the backside. Watch on the backside. I am looking for 2 volunteer marshals, please. I am looking for 2 volunteer marshals. I need a marshal on 4. I need a marshal on 2. I need 2 volunteer marshals. I need somebody on 0, somebody on 2. 2 volunteer marshals, please. Thank you, Mr. Carey. Appreciate that. Thank you, Mike. Foisey, last one by start finish line.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Deline on the pole. Foisey on the 2. DeCock on the 3. Byers on the 4, Ash on the 5. No more laps. Marshals to your spots.
$30 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, I kind of figured that's why.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, y'all know the routine. Drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys are going sound of
less than 5.
So, we're locked and loaded. Dave Deline leading us out. Foisey in that 2 spot. Keep it clean, kids. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Foisey getting it wrong on the backside. DeCock going to find his way up into the 2. Ash into the 3. Ash sends it in hot on DeCock. Oh, my. It is Deline leading out. Byers in the 2, Foisey, Ash, and DeCock going to be my top 5 front runners. I will need at least 3 volunteer corner marshals after this race. Probably 4 volunteer marshals because I have Mr. Deline going back to back. So race number 8 on track. This is your vintage race here at Hobby Action Raceway. Wacky Weekend Fun. Coming at you. Watch it out front, drivers. Watch it out front. It is Deline leading out. Foisey and Byers, 2nd and 3rd off the end of the straightaway. DeCock in the 4. Ash in the 5. 1 minute in, 4 to go. 1 minute in, 4 to go. Deline through the back triple section he goes. Foisey and Byers going at it. Double single action out of your top 2 and 3. Dave Deline leading out. 11 and a 5:07. Foisey with a 5:23. Byers with a 5:26. Minute 45 in. 3:15 to go. Again, huge thanks to all the volunteers for hopping out there and helping me out today. Greatly appreciate it. You guys are definitely helping me out immensely, so appreciate that wholeheartedly. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. Dave Deline leading out, 11 and a 5:06. Foisey, Byers, DeCock, Ash going to be your front runners with 2:10 in, 2:50 to go. Race number 9. 21.5 lock timing. A main event. That is 11-car dance. Coming up at you next. Again, I'm going to be looking for quite a few volunteer marshals to help me out with the next race. Any and all hands on deck will be appreciated. 240 in, 220 to go. It is Deline leading out. Boise in the 2, DeCock in the 3, Byers in the 4, Ash in the top 5. We're watching race number 8, race number 9, 21.5 lock timing. Hey, main event, you are up next. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate that. All right, we are off and running with our race number 8. Vintage. Live and kicking here. Wacky Weekend Fun stuff. 340 in, 120 to go. Dave Deline leading out, 12 and a 5:25. Foisey with a 5:02. DeCock. Byers Ash going to be my top 6. Again, I will need several volunteer corner marshals to help me out with the next race. Several volunteer marshals to help me out with the next race will be appreciated. Ooh. Excuse me, Bob. Thank you. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming on out today. Again, sincerely hope you all are having a fun time. 4:30 in, 35 seconds to go. Looking to have everything hopefully wrapped up here by about 7:15. It is the goal. Deline leading out, 12 and a 5:24. Foisey, Byers, DeCock, Ash. Mr. Mock, Mr. Carey, when you are done marshaling, come on over and see me. Mike M. Rosowitz, when you are done marshaling, come on over and see me. Under 15 to go, drivers under 15 to go. Deline, Foisey, Byers, DeCock, Ash. Going to be my top 6, top 5. And that is going to seal the deal. You will be done as you cross our finish line. Brandon Foisey, you are done. Waiting on everyone else. Marshals, don't go anywhere, please. Marshals, don't go anywhere, please. Elena, you are done. Byers into 3, you are done. DeCock and Deline taking the win. You are done. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Por favor. Race number 9. 21.5 lock timing. A main event. You are up next. Race number 9, 21.5. Lock timing, a main event. I am going to need my drivers from race number 8 on the track, and I am going to be looking for several volunteer corner marshals to help me out. Thank you, Alan. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Marshals to your spots. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Brandon. All right, looking for quite a few volunteer marshals. Let's go and roll them out. Check them in. Roll them out. Check them in.
Greg Easy. Aiden Lynn. Mike Hastings.
Qualifying order.
Bill Borden.
11-car dance. 21.5 lock timing.
Nate Carey.
Where the men are men and the sheep are definitely and all the way to the market. Qualifying in the 10 spot, Cody Penley in the 10. Chris Byers in the 9, Aiden Lynn in the 8, Ryder
45
Pugwitz.
seconds to the start of
In
the
the
race.
7, Drake Deasy. In the 6, Dave Deline. In the 5, Ronnie Goss. In the 4, Dave Rosen. In the 3, Nate Carey. In the 2, Mike Hastings. And on the pole will be Phil Borden. I am looking for one volunteer corner marshal on cone number 1. One volunteer marshal on cone number 1. Dave Deline, last one by the start finish line. With that, no more laps. I need one volunteer corner marshal on cone number 1.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Look at Kyle come on out. What a trooper.
Less than 5.
And hold your stuff there, Ronnie. You are broken. I don't know if you just have a shock that is off. Take a quick look at that, Caden. Let's get our cars lined up. Nope. Ronnie, you're going to take an E. Rough it a look for RG. Borden on the pole. Hastings on the 2. Carey on the 3. Rosen on the 4. Goss will leave that spot open. All right. And who am I missing? All right. So 21.5 lock timing, a main event. Y'all know the routine. We're going to have a little fun. We're going to make it clean, correct? Give me a head nod out of everybody. Fantastic. Driver's ready, marshal's ready. Have a little fun, guys, at the sound of the tone. All right. I've definitely seen worse. Very good start, you guys. Nicely done. All right, we're locked and loaded. Carey going to be leading us out. Isagulian getting a workout early on. It is Carey. Aiden, Rosen, looks like Borden, Byers, Deasy, Hastings, Deline, Pukowitz, and Penley. All right, we are off and running with race number 9. Race number 10. That is going to be two-wheel drive expert stock, a main event. You are going to be up next, two-wheel drive expert stock. You are going to be up next. Leading us out is going to be Nate Carey. He's been in charge most of the day, dominated the novice class. Setting his sights on the 21.5, have a good, solid run. Aiden Lynn in the 2. Washington Center, Byers and Rosen get into it. Aiden putting in some laps all throughout the week. It's definitely showing in his racing around the track. First and second through the pitcher's mound they go. In the 3 spot is going to be Borden, Deasy, and it's going to be Byers, Pukowitz, Deline, Rosen, and Penley. Hastings going to round out my top field. Nice A main event. Marshall out front, please. Marshall out front. Nicely done, Elena. Watch out behind you. And hold. Back to your spot. Grazie, prego. Aiden Lynn dropping off the back door of Carey. He's got Drake Deasy, the Deester, the Deezomatic with Borden in tow. And then just like that, Carey gets it wrong in the center. And then Lynn gets it wrong, gets collected by Deasy. And out in the top 2 now is going to be Phil Borden. And go. So out front, it is going to be Nate Carey on top. Phil Borden in the 2. Looks like Lynn, Rosen, Deline, Cody Penley now moving up into the top 5, top 6. With 2:30 in, 2:30 to go. You're watching race number 9. Race number 10, two-wheel drive expert stock, a main event. You are going to be next. Watch it coming on from straightaway. Thank you, Brandon. Nicely done. I just want to see you run, have the hair flowing in the wind. Still out front, it is going to be Nate Carey. Phil Borden in the 2. Aiden Lynn in the 3. Rosen in the 4. Penley in the 5. Cody Penley on the run of his life. I like to see that. Deline in the 4. Deline in the 5, excuse me. Looks like Pukowitz, Byers, Deasy. Going to be your running order. Hastings got his nose up in there in the top 7. Race number 10. 17.5 expert two-wheel drive. Carey putting it upside down. Ducock right there to get him. But here comes Borden. Borden setting his sights on your leader. Through the slant, straightaways they go. First and second coming into the backside triple. It is Carey leading out. Borden in the 2. Lynn in the 3. Rosen in the 4. I'll figure it out. Thanks, Scott. It is Nate Carey leading out. Phil Borden in that 2 spot. Grantham looking on intently, seeing if his PBing skills are paying off today. Watch in center, guys. Let's keep it clean. Nicely done, Ryder. It is Carey leading out. Borden in the 2. Lynn in the 3. Rosen. Top 4 doing a little bit of breakaway, and then it's going to be Penley and Deline. Deline going to pick up a spot into the top 5 with 45 seconds to go. Your battle shaping up, coming in front, timing, scoring right about now. It is Nate Carey leading out with the blue and orange in front of the driver's stand. In the 2, the white and blue of Borden. Pink and white of Rosen now finding his way in the top 3. Lynn settling into the top 4 with Deline in the 5. With under 20 to go. Watch out behind you there, Mr. Mock. Nicely done. Race number 9 on deck. Race number 10, 2-wheel drive, expert stock. You guys are up next. Somebody want to let Willoughby know that he is up next? He didn't bump in. Watch in center, guys. Watch in center. Watch in center. It is clear. Time has expired. Everybody's going to be done. You cross our finish line. Watch for the straightaway. Nicely done, Daniel. Thank you very much. Deline, you are done in the 4. Lynn in the 5. Everyone going to be done. Just cross our finish line. Hastings going to find his way up into the top 7. Penley, you're done. Pukowitz, you're done. Battle coming down the front straight away. Carey and Borden all going at it. DZ, you're done. Rosen, you are done. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshall, grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Taking the win. Okay, never mind. Cool. He is up next. I've slept since then. And again, Marshall's, let him know that he's up. Zach, thank you very much. Nate Carey taking the win. Phil Borden in the 2. Dave Rosen in the 3. Deline in the 4. Lynn, Byers, Hastings, Penley, Pukowitz. Fantastic. I should not be looking for any volunteer marshals. I should have all my marshalling spots covered for my 2-wheel drive expert stock a main event. This is going to be an 11-car dance. So marshals, I need you guys to have your heads on a swivel stick. Make sure you are paying attention to your areas. Race number 10, 2-wheel drive expert stock. You will be up in just a few moments. Hold your cars, gentlemen. I should have a surplus of marshals. You guys can double up wherever you want. I can have a surplus in front of the driver's stand, surplus on 4. I need a marshal on 6, and a marshal over here. You guys need to be looking for open cones. Let's go and roll them out.
1 minute to the start
Check
of the race.
Check them in. Roll them out. Check them in. It
Wobble
is Nils Crenshaw on the 11. Matt Willoughby on the 10. Caden C on the 9. Chris Wright on the 8. Jace Hastings on the 7. Mike Sora on the 6. Diego Betancourt on the 5. Brooks Canfield
45
on
seconds
the 4.
to the start of the race.
Willie Smith on the 3. Scott Spear on the 2. And on the pole, Ryan. All right, I got a clear open check out of everybody. Crenshaw, last one by start finish line.
Matthew Wilbilly.
Boom shakalaka. Let's get it up. Let's get it on. No more laps. No more laps. Marshall,
15 seconds to the start of the race.
I got Deline there, Hastings there, Lynn there, Borden helped me out there, Penley there, Byers there, DZ and Carey. We are locked and loaded. 2-wheel drive, expert stock, hence the name. And again, Mr. Mock, if you're floating around out there, come on up and see me at your convenience. 2-wheel drive, expert stock, you kids know the gig. Let's have a little fun. Drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys are going. Sound of the tone. And we're off and running. RP leading us out. Scott Spear in the 2. Smith in the 3. Canfield in the 4. Bettenker in the 5, single file, moving and a shaking and a moving. That is what I love to see. Bettenker hooks up a pipe, gets collected by C. So Prince, Spear, Smith, all going to be leading out. Canfield in the 3, watching the pitcher's mound. Need a Marshall in the pitcher's mound. Clear. Thank you, Dave. Out front, Ryan Prince leading us out. Scott Spear in that 2 spot. Willie Smith in the 3, top 3 doing a little bit of a breakaway over Canfield and Sora. That'll be your top 5. Then it's going to be Bettenker, Clenshaw, Hastings, Willoughby, Wright, C, and Clenshaw hooks up a pipe. Carey right there to get him. Spear gets it wrong on the backside double. That's going to move the deal up into the top 2 now. So Spear going to drop it to the 3 with a minute in, 4 to go. Watch it out front, drivers. Watch it out front. Willoughby hooks up a pipe. Hastings now going to find his way up into the top 6, top 7. Battle going on. Ryan Prince starting to stretch out a little bit of a lead over Willie Smith. To the backside triple they go. It is Ryan Prince leading out. Willie Smith in the 2. Scott Spear in the 3. Brooks Canfield in the 4. Diego Bettenker in the 5. Mike Sora in the 6. Good stout run out of your top 6. And then it's a gaggle of cars going at it. Willoughby, Hastings, C putting his head down. Setting his sight on Hastings and Willoughby. Down the front straightaway they go. That is going to be your battle for 7, 8, 9. Off the end of the center section. Willoughby get it sideways. Hastings looking to the inside. Let's make our passes clean. Oh, Willoughby gets it sideways. Nowhere for C or Hastings to go. Gets collected through the short chute. That'll be second working with you there, Nils. And leader coming up on you, Jace and Caden. That'll be leader working with you there. Thank you very much. Happening so fast. Sorry, guys. I can't call it quite that quick. Spear going to find his way into the 2. Smith into the 3. Canfield in the 4. Second, third, and fourth. Working through the center section. Coming to the backside double by timing and scoring scoreboard. Ryan Prince leading out. Watch back triple. That is the leader working with you guys. Please hold your line. Thank you very much. Prince coming up on Hastings will be leader coming up on you next. Just so you know who's filling your rear view. So it is Ryan Prince, Scott Spear with Willie Smith and Canfield in tow. Second, third, and fourth through the backside double. Good job, Jace. And resume. That is leader right in front of you. Just hold your line. Good job, youngster. Watch it in center. Good job, Chris. That'll be second and third working with you. And fourth coming up on you next with Diego Bettenker in the top 5. Watch it in center. Second and third working with you, Jace. Watch going front straightaway. Front straightaway is clear. 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. Sora getting it wrong. With 3:30 in, 1:30 to go. Ryan Prince leading out. Pick up Prince right now. Oh, Smith hooks up a pipe. Carey right there to get him. Marshall extraordinaire out of Carey. Keeps Smith in the top 2. Second, third, and fourth. Working in the center section. Watch the slant straightaway. It is clear. Smith gets it wrong on the backside double. That's going to move Brooks Canfield. Now up into the top 2. Spear into the 3. Smith into the 4. Thank you, Drake. Meanwhile, Ryan Prince, large and in charge to the front side double. Watch coming in this back section. It is clear. Watch in center. Canfield. Oh, that was Sora getting it a little wrong. With 4 minutes in, your running order going to be Prince, Canfield, Spear, Smith, Bettenker, Willoughby. Y'all know your colors. Sora, Hastings, C, Wright, and Clenshaw rounding out my top 11. Two-wheel drive expert stock here on our Wacky Weekend Fun race going on. Ryan Prince leading out. Brooks Canfield. And Spear comes in short. That's going to move Smith now into the top 3. Spear going to drop it to the 4. Brooks Canfield working through the pitcher's mound. He's got Willie Smith knocking on his back door with less than 20. Second and third coming down the front straightaway. They're coming up on Hastings and Willoughby next. Coming through the slant section, coming into the straightaways with less than 10. That is leader winner Caden. Nicely done. Good job. With less than 5. It's going to be a race to the line. Canfield and Smith going to be going out of time as expired. Willoughby, you are done. Canfield In the top two, Smith, you are done. Hastings, you're done. Waiting on everybody else. Marshals, don't go anywhere until I call race done. I'm waiting on Prince, Wright, C, and Clenshaw. Clenshaw, you are done. Wright, you are done. Waiting on two. Waiting on two. And that is a race. All stop. Taking the win, Ryan Prince. Brooks Canfield in the 2, Willie Smith in the 3, Spear in the 4, Bettenker, Willoughby, Hastings, Sora, Wright, C, and Clenshaw. Rounding out my top 11 drivers from race number 10. I need you guys to turn them off, put them down. I need you guys back on the track. Corner marshal up next. Race number 11, 17.5, a lock timing, a main event. Marshals to your spots, please. Should not be looking for any volunteers. Should have every marshal spot covered and then some. All right, I got Sora there, Canfield there, Caden's
Ryan
there,
Russell.
Diego's there. Let's go roll them out. Check them in. Roll
Sean
them out
Horton.
and check them in. I need a
James
marshal on
McDonald.
cone number
Michael
1.
Pachowis.
You know,
Nick
marshal on
Valiency.
cone number 1.
James Maxwell.
Should not be looking for
Brandon
any
Boise.
volunteers.
Bob Goodwill.
Nils, you're going to take
Chucky
cone
Stacker.
1. You're going
Ronnie
to take
Goss.
cone 2. You're going to
Bill
double
Gordon.
up with the right. Thank you very much. Awesome sauce. Your qualifying order, 11-car dance of 17.5. A lock timing going to be Phil Borden on the 11 and Ronnie
1
Goss
minute to
on
the
the
start of
10.
the race.
Brian Russell on the 9. James McDonald on the 8. Nick Valenci on the 7. Brandon Foisey on the 6. Pukowitz on the 5. Goodwill on the 4. Maxwell on the 3. Stacker on the 2. Horton going to be on
45 seconds
the
to the start
pole.
of the
With
race.
that being said, no more laps. We're going to line up our cars. Why, thank you, good sir.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
This is your 17.5 lock timing A main event. 11-car dance of pure, unadulterated excitement. Trying to give you guys a little fun stuff today. Rocking 11 cars in the main. So
15 seconds to the
hopefully
start of
you
the
guys
race.
are having a fun time with the races today. I got clear check out of
Less than
everybody.
5.
We are locked and loaded. Drivers ready. Marshals ready. You guys are going to be going. Let's keep it clean at the sound of the tone. Nice, good start. 17.5 lock timing, single file, game on. You guys did awesome. Your upholsterer going to be leading us out. That is Sean Horton. Goes wrong in the center of the track. Canfield right there to get Goodwill. Nicely done, Brooks. Let's keep it clean, gentlemen. Here leader is going to be Horton, Stacker, Maxwell, Pukowitz, Goodwill. Watching center, watching center. Thank you, Juan. McDonald, Russell, Valenci. Watching the backside, watching the backside. Matt Willoughby, Tuamad is up next. Matt Willoughby, Tuamad is up next. I'm pretty sure you know that. Let's keep it clean, kids. Keep it clean. You know, marshaling the pitcher's mound. Thank you, Diego. It is Sean Horton leading out. Watching the center. Grazie, prego. Horton leading out through the backside. Triple E goes. In that 2 is going to be Maxwell. Pukowitz in the 3. Stacker in the 4. First, second, third, fourth. Coming in front of timing scoring with Valenci in the 5. Russell in the 6. McDonald and Goodwill. Goodwill gets it wrong in the pitcher's mound. Diego right there to get him. Thank you, Diego. Good job. Watch coming in front. Watch coming in front. Race number 12. Two-wheel drive modified. Coming up at you next. Watching the center. Watching the center. Thank you, Diego. Nicely done. Leader on deck is going to be Sean Horton working his way through the slant straightaway. Backside triple. In that 2 spot, going to be Maxwell rocking the fluorescent neon red and white. Backside triple. In that 3 spot, going to be Pukowitz. In the 3, he gets it wrong. That's going to move Stacker now. up into the top 3. Drivers, you got 2 minutes in, 3 to go. It is Horton, Maxwell, Stacker watching the bull. Ooh! D's. Never mind, not going to say it. Nicely done, Ryan. Good stop. Horton leading out. Maxwell in the 2, Stacker in the 3. Pukowitz and Stacker going at it down the front straightaway. They go. That'll be your battle going on for 3rd and 4th. Meanwhile, your leader working his way, coming up on nobody. Horton leading out. Maxwell gets it wrong in the center. That's going to move. Looks like Pukowitz into the 3. Stacker going to drop it to the 4. So 2nd, 3rd, and 4th through the pitcher's mound they go. In front of timing and scoring. Thank you, Jace. Then it's going to be Valencia, Russell, McDonald, Foisey, Goodwill, Goss, and Borden. 3 minutes in, 2 to go. Sean Horton leading out, working his way in front of timing and scoring. Down in front of driver stand he goes. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Nils. Maxwell and Pukowitz and Stacker. Stacker tries to go around the outside. It does not pay off. Maxwell almost puts it up on 2 wheels off the end of the straightaway. Thank you, Brooks. Race number 12, 2-wheel drive, modified. You are up next. Watching the bull turn, watching the pitcher's mound, watching the pitcher's mound. Pitcher's mound is clear. Thank you, Diego. Sean Horton leading out. Maxwell in the 2, Pukowitz in the 3. That'll be your battle going on for 2nd and 3rd. In front timing scoring right now. James, Maxwell, and Pukowitz off the end of the straightaway they go. In the 4 spot is going to be Stacker. Then it's going to be Valencia, McDonald, Russell. That will be your top 7. Foisey, Goss, Borden, Goodwill, rounding out my top 11. With 4 minutes in, 1 to go. 4 minutes in, 1 to go. Race number 12, 2-wheel mod. You guys are going to be up next. Sean Horton leading out. Watch on the backside triple. Watch backside triple. Thank you, Ronnie. Good job. Watch off the end of straightaway. Thank you, Diego. That was your leader getting upside down in that 2 spot. It's going to be Maxwell. Stacker now going to find his way up into the top 3. That is Pukowitz now going to drop it to the 4. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. 15 seconds to go. Horton, Maxwell, Stacker, Pukowitz, Valencia, Russell, McDonald, Foisey, Borden. Watch in center, watch in center. It is clear. Thank you, Diego. Borden, Goss, Goodwill going to round out my 11-car dance of 17.5. Lock time, and that'll be 3rd and 4th working there, Bob. Time has expired. You guys are going to be done as you cross start finish line. Maxwell in the 2, Stacker in the 3, Pukowitz in the 4, Valencia in the 5. Watch come down front straightaway. Front straightaway is clear. Waiting on 2, waiting on 2, waiting on 2. Marshals, make sure you're grabbing those blowers. And that is a race. I'll stop. Travis Grantham, can you go inside and tell Willoughby that I am up now? Thank you. Race number 12, 2-wheel drive, modified. You are on deck. 2-wheel mod, you are on deck. Drivers, race number 11. I need you guys back on the track to corner marshal. Should not be looking for any volunteer corner marshals at this point in time. Again, 2-wheel mod drivers, hold the cars while blowers are on the track. 2-wheel mod drivers, hold the cars while blowers are on the track. Drivers to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Marshals to your spots. Should not be looking for any volunteers. You guys see an open cone, put your bodies next to it. If there's a body there, double it up. Race number 12, roll them out, check them in. Need a marshal on 3.
Scott Spear, Jacinth Alaas, Juan Irie, Willie Smith, Zach Noya, Dylan Dodge, Randy Locken,
Need
Ryan
a
France.
marshal on the 3 cone in the center.
Zippy.
All right, Marshall spots covered. Thank you, drivers.
1 minute to the start of the race.
We'll let Richard get one more here.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, lineup is going to be Ryan Prince on the 1. Scott Spear on the 2. Zach Noya going to be on the 3. Willie Smith on the 4. Richard Lake, you're going to be on the 5. It'll be Riley Wortman on the 6. Justin Bialos
30
on the
seconds
7.
to the start of the race.
Randy Locken on the 8. And Dylan Dodge on the 9. Again, Marshall spots covered. Thank you, drivers. All right, Marshall's ready. Drivers ready. We are going
15
modified
seconds to the start of the
racing
race.
on the sound of the tone. Well, a false start. You're going to false start that. It's okay. Prince Spear, Noya, Smith, Lake, Wortman, Bialos, Lock, and Dodge. All right, Marshall spots again are covered. Thank you, guys. Re-racked, we're going racing on the tone. It is going to be Ryan Prince leading us out here. Spear all over the back bumper, over the back triple. Freight train of cars for the modified two-wheel drive buggy A main event here. This is race number 12, race number 13, 17.5 lock timing four-wheel drive buggy. Have them ready. You guys are going to be up next. Mistake from Lake over the back double there. He's going to drop a couple spots. Still going to be Prince out front, Spear in the 2, trying to gap themselves from Noya. Separated by 1/10 as they cross the line last lap. Noya 1.2 back. Then you got Wortman up to the 4. Then you got Willie Smith in the 5. Lake by Alois, Locken, and Dodge. Leader in the white, purple, and green, a little bit of pink for Ryan in the B7. Oh, big ride from Spear. He's going to drop to the 5. He traction rolled coming onto the straightaway, so he's going to drop behind Willie. That's going to move Noya to the 2. Going to move Wortman to the 3. Now Wortman to the 2. Noya getting a little loose. So it's now Wortman to the 2 over the back triple. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wortman, Noya, Smith, and Spear. Leader 2.8 seconds up on Wortman. That's Ryan Prince. Into the back straight of the oval and making his way into the back triple. Wortman, Noya, Smith, Spear. Now by Alois trying to join the mix. We're 2 minutes into this one. 3 to go. 2 in, 3 to go. Still Prince out front. Fast lap 22, 2:31. That was last lap of the race. That's fast lap of the track. Spear in the 2, getting by Wortman there. Didn't see what happened. Spear and Smith, 2, 3. Then you got Wortman, Noya, Bialos, and Lake. Leader down the straightaway. Again, in the purple, white, and green, a little bit of pink for your leader, Ryan. Over the back double. Halfway, 2:30 in, 2:30 to go. Battle for the 2. Shaping up, heading into the back triple. Spear and Smith. They were separated by 2/10 last lap. Wortman in the 4, Noya in the 5, Bialos in the 6. They're separated by less than a second. 6.5 second lead for your leader, Ryan Prince, over the back triple for him. Again, in that associated B7 J Concepts rubber for Ryan. Hobby Wing Power. Oh, your second place car. Chassis slapping, he's going to get upside down. Marshall's himself, but that's going to allow Smith by for the 2s. Going to drop Spear to the 3. Noya getting around Wortman, so it's going to be Noya in the 4, Wortman in the 5. Thank you, Dylan. Go ahead. Smith and Spear. Still battling here with 1 minute and 30 to go. Wortman getting it wrong in the back triple. He's going to drop to the 7 here. Bialowitz and Lake getting by. Smith and Spear. Now Spear gets it wrong coming into the triple, so that's going to allow Noya to close the gap just a little bit on Spear with 1 minute to go. Spear was 3/10 off of Smith, now 1.5. Noya 1.6 off of Spear. Bialowitz only 1.1 off of him. Lake right there, he's only 1.5 off of Bialowitz. So second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth all evenly spread out here, about 1.5 seconds between all of them. 45 to go for Prince. Again, race number 13, 17.5 lock timing, 4-wheel drive buggy, a main event. You guys are up next, have them ready. Noya and Bialowitz here with 30 to go. Battle for the 4. Heading into the back triple. Noya in the pink, white, and blue. Bialowitz in the all orange. Again, your leader is Ryan in the white, green, purple, little bit of pink. He's in front of the announcer's booth here coming onto the straight with 10 seconds to go. Oh, Bialowitz gets it wrong. He's going to fall off the back bumper of Noya here. And when you cross the line, you will be done. Keep going, Willie. Keep going. Spear caught you at the line. You are done in the 3. Prince down the straightaway. Tone-to-tone win for Ryan here in modified 2-wheel drive A main. Waiting for a couple more. Waiting for a couple more. And waiting for one. And that's a race. All stop, all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers, please. Drivers from the last one back to the track to corner marshal, race number 13. That is 17.5 lock timing, 4-wheel drive buggy. You guys are up next. Running order for that one was Prince, Smith, Spear, top 3. Then it was Noya, Bialowitz, Lake, Wortman, Locken, and Dodge. Again, drivers from the last one back to the track to corner marshal. I should not need any volunteers. And we will get race number 13 off and rolling here.
This is what it's all about. Have a little fun, do a little dance, 2 'em on, live and kicking. Great race, everyone. Drivers from race number 12. Thank you for all your help today. All right, let's go ahead and get our marshals to our spots, please. Marshals to our spots. Should not be looking for any volunteers at this point in time. Let's go and roll them out.
Sean Horton.
Check them in. Roll
Ryan
them out.
Russell.
Check them in.
Bob Goodwill. Ryder Puchowis. Bill Borden.
Thank you, Nils.
Michael Puchowis.
It's going to be Nick Valencia on the 8, Ryder Pukowitz on the 7, Ryan Russell on the 6, Michael Pukowitz on the 5, Phil Borden on the 4, Bob Goodwill on the 3, James
Nick
Maxwell
Valiency.
on the 2,
James Maxwell.
and Sean Horton on the pole. Let
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Let out the clutch, Junior. Maxwell last one by start finish line. And
30 seconds to the start of the
laps.
race.
Go and line up the cars, kids. Line up the cars. Race number 13, final of 2 here on our Wacky Weekend Fun stuff. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming on out. Appreciate all the volunteer marshals hopping out there helping me out. Riley, if you want to be closer to the pole, that would be fabulous.
Less than 5.
Julio, next to the pole. And then looking at the, there you go. Awesome possum. Coolio. All right. We got a clear check out of everybody. Drivers ready, marshals ready. You all know their team. Let's have a little fun. Keep it clean. Sound of the tone. Okie dokie. Papa Wheelie out of Pukowitz. That was kind of cool. Leader on deck is going to be your pole sitter. Leading us out, that was Horton. Maxwell in the 2. Oh, easy, Zach, easy. You good? And somebody breaking out early on. That was Borden. Oh, rough bit of luck for Phil. Remember, to finish first, you must first finish. I read that in a fortune cookie somewhere. I don't know where. It might have been a payway. Don't know. But leading out is going to be Sean Horton leading out. Maxwell in the 2. Maxwell hooking up a pipe. No harm, no foul. Russell in the 3. Pukowitz in the 4. Goodwill going to be in my top 5. Michael Pukowitz in the 6 with Valencia in the 7. Drivers, you have 1 minute in, 4 to go. Your leader through the backside, Triple E goes. That is Sean Horton. Watching the backside, watching the backside. Ryder putting it upside down. Here comes a gaggle of cars. Now Goodwill going to find his way up into the top 4, excuse me. Ryder going to drop it to the 5. Your second place car puts it upside down. Leader on deck is going to be Sean Horton working his way backside in front of timing scoring. Down the front straightaway he goes. Maxwell rocking the neon red wheels in the front. Down the front straightaway, Russell in the 3. Goodwill letting the light his way in the top 4. With Pukowitz in the 5, Pukowitz in the 6. Russell getting it wrong in the center. That's going to move Goodwill. Knocking on the back door. Goodwill to the inside on Russell. And then Russell gets it upside down. So now Bob Goodwill going to find his way up into the top 2. Setting his sights on Maxwell. Working through the pitcher's mound they go. Race number 14. Final race of the day. That is my 4-wheel drive expert division. You will be up next. And then Maxwell gets it wrong. Noya goes Jordan on me. Here comes Goodwill now. He's going to set his sights on Russell coming in the center section, and looks like Maxwell going tripod on me. Looks like he's got a broken left front. So he's got 230 in, 230 to go. He's got to hold off a hard-charging Bob Goodwill, working through the backside double with Pukowitz in the 4, Pukowitz in the 5. With 2 minutes left to go, watching the center. Thank you, Justin. It is clear. James Maxwell leading out in that 2 spot. Leader working through the center section. That is Sean Horton. He's in another zip code. Bopping to the beat in his head right now. Then you got Russell and Goodwill going at it through the backside double. Coming into the slant straightaways. Goodwill looking high, looking low, looks to the inside. Nowhere to go through the back triple they go. Maxwell shutting the door. Goodwill trying to find a way inside. Pukowitz going to be in the top 4 with 3:45 in, 1:40 to go. Pukowitz in the 4, Russell in the 5. Goodwill getting a little wrong on the back section, going to drop off the back door of Maxwell. And your leader gets it upside down in the pitcher's mound, and just like that, his lead is non-existent. He's got Maxwell nursing the wounded wing, gaining traction with 3:45 in, 1:15 to go. Goodwill waiting to pick up some pieces, first, second, and third. Through the slant straightaways they go. In the 4 is going to be Michael Pukowitz, and then you got Valencia and Ryder going at it. Watch on front straightaway, watch on front straightaway. Maxwell gets it wrong. Goodwill looks to the inside. He goes naked on me. Good thing we don't zoom in on our cameras. So Goodwill now going to find his way up into the top 2 with Maxwell in the 3. Marshall out front, please. Thank you, Riley. Leader on deck is still going to be Sean Horton with under 40 to go. Drivers under 40 to go. Race number 14. 4-wheel drive expert. You will be up next. I'll be leader working there. Ryder, please hold your line. Goodwill in the 2. Maxwell in the 3. Pukowitz going to be rounding out my top 4 with 25 seconds to go. Woo! Safe! Noya, catch of the century with under 15 to go. Drivers under 15 to go. Starting to wind this one down. Final rate. Oh, my goodness. Pukowitz doing durability testing 101 with less than 5. Maxwell going to get by for another, and with that is going to be time. Finish lap you are on. Pukowitz gets it wrong. Russell going to look to the inside for the top 4. Russell in the 4, Pukowitz in the 5. Waiting on everybody else. Goodwill going to finish out in my... Oh, no, Goodwill saws off the right front. Are you kidding me? I didn't see what happened. Bob can't buy any good luck today. That is a race. I'll stop. Goodwill still going to finish out in the top 3. Maxwell in the 2. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshall, grab your blowers. Final race of the day, race number 14, four-wheel drive expert, coming up at you next. Drivers, race number 13. I need you guys back on the track, corner marshal. Race number 13, drivers. Need you guys back on the track, corner marshal for me, please. Final race of the day, four-wheel drive expert, coming at you. It's going to be a 6-car dance. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Drivers from race number 13, turn them off, put them down. I need you guys back on the track, please. And with that being said, let's go ahead and
Jace
roll
Hastings,
them out.
Aiden Lynn,
Check them in. Marshals to your
Chucky
spots.
Stacker, Dylan
It's
Dodge.
going to be Aiden Lynn on the 6, Dylan
Mike
Dodge
Sora.
on the 5, Mike Sora on the 4, Stacker on the 3, Jace Hastings on the 2, and on the pole. Ryder, cone number 4, please.
1 minute to the start of the race.
And I got Bob there, Russell there. Watch out front, kids. Watch out front. Canfield. Actually, Sora, last one by start finish line. Sora, last one by start finish line.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
With that being said, no more laps.
.30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, Aiden, unfortunately, going to be breaking out early on. So
15 seconds to the start of the race.
El Diablo. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Final race of the day. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming on out. You guys are going. Sound of the tone. And we're locked and loaded. Brooks, Canfield, Sora leading out in the 2. Hastings in the 3. Watch it off the back section. Watch all the back section. Canfield getting it wrong. Pukowitz right there to get him. So it's going to be Mike Sora. He gets it wrong. No, Hastings gets it wrong. Sorry, too many cars that look blue and white. So out front it is going to be Stacker, Sora, Dodge, Hastings, Canfield. Oh boy, watch in the center. Hastings going a little off the beaten path. So top 2 doing a little bit of breakaway. That is Stacker and Sora. Through the backside triple they go. In that 3 spot, going to be Dodge with Canfield and Hastings in tow. Less than a minute in, drivers. Less than a minute in. 3-car dance down the front straightaway. Dodge getting you. Canfield backs it down. Nicely done, Brooks. One of the most consummate, nice drivers out there. That's what I like to see. Back out in front, though, it is going to be Chucky Stacker leading out. He gets it wrong in the pitcher's mound. Mike Sora going to lead out with Stacker in 2. Hastings in 3. Canfield in 4. Dodge in the 5. With a minute 15 in, 3:45 to go. Needless to say, track will be closed at the conclusion of tonight, so appreciate everyone coming on out. We'll be back on it again on Wednesday night. Not sure who's running the program on Wednesday, and then we'll be alive and kicking on Friday. Don't forget. And go. We got a track close on Thursday the 5th. We're going to be doing a little resurfacing and track prep for next week's racing. So Oval will have a nice fresh resurfaced area as well as the off-road on Saturday. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. Mike Sora leading out, Jace Hastings in that 2 spot, Stacker in the 3, Canfield in the 4. Sora on top, working his way in front of timing and scoring down the front straightaway. Stacker and Hastings going to be going at it. In front of timing and scoring, Hastings looking high, looking low off the end of the straightaway through the center section. Front side double, back side double by timing and scoreboard. Stacker grabs the fistful throttle, stay out in front of Hastings. In that 4 spot, going to be Canfield giving chase. Dodge in the 5. Leader on deck off the end of the straightaway. That is Painter of the Stars, Mike Sora. He puts it upside down. Borden right there to get him, but just like that, first, second, and third, they're going to be working through the slant straightaways right about now. Canfield getting it wrong in the center, and then Hastings gets it wrong. He's going to fall off the back door of Stacker. So, series of unfortunate events for your top 3 cars. Sora's still going to be leading out. Stacker keeping his nose clean. Hastings in the 3. Canfield in the 4. Dodge in the 5 with 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. Needless to say, if you got a tab inside the store, make sure you guys are getting inside. See the sales staff, get that handled, taken care of. If you don't have a tab, go inside and buy some stuff. They got some really cool stuff inside. Mike Sora leading out. Stacker in the 2. Sora working his way backside triple with 3:40 in, 1:20 to go. Stacker backside triple. He gets it upside down, marshals himself out. Hastings now setting his sights on Stacker. They're working in front of the timing scoring. That'll be your battle going on for second and third. Canfield just trying to inch his way back up with 1 minute to go. To the backside double, second and third. Watch it out front, watch it out front. Thank you, Sean. Coming into the backside triple, it is Hastings and Stacker. Through the pitcher's mound they go. Dylan, you got second and third working with you? Yeah, I know what to do. Under 45, drivers under 45. Hastings all over to Stacker. Stacker keeping her legal down. That is second and third working there. Dylan, please hold your line. With less than 30 drivers, less than 30. Sora down the front straightaway. Stacker getting it wrong in the backside. Horton right there ready to pounce. Stacker and Hastings off the end of the straightaway with under 20 to go. They should get by for one more through the backside double. Canfield, he is close. He can taste it with less than 10 drivers, less than 10. Will they get by for another? Through the pitcher's mound they go. With 2 and 1, it's going to be a run to the line. Time has expired. Stacker finishing out in the 2. Hastings in the 3. Waiting on everybody else. Waiting on Canfield. Waiting on 1. Waiting on 1. And that is going to seal the deal for today's racing. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming out to our Wacky Weekend Fun stuff. Don't worry about blowing off the track. Track is closed.